Caballo several times on the bus ride home the other night. And let me just say, I found your performance exceptionally memorable.
Well, thank you.
It was lovely.
Well, thank you.
I'm just crazy about your little vibrato.
You're too kind. Anyway, yesterday Miss Cranshaw asked if I would help coach her on the lines, and of course I said I'd be glad to help.
That's so like you.
Well, yes, I'm also her understudy. At least I was. I guess I'm George's now, but then these 3 letters fell out of her script. She didn't seem to think they were very important, but I kept them. I'm afraid my fingerprints are all over them. They're death threats. See, the letters have been cut out and pasted onto a paper, cut with little curved finger scissors from a newspaper or magazine, I imagine.
You're murdering the score, but I'll murder you. You'll drop before the curtain does. If you don't quit, you'll die. Legit.
Can you tell anything from them?
Well, they do seem pretty negative in spirit.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were hoping for the oddly coordinated Doyle version. Well, I'm afraid I can't tell anything from these notes except that the person who wrote them was a male in his early 30s, about 6'4" in height, wears a pewter ring, served in the Merchant Marines, and although is right-handed, is usually known to his closest friends as lefty.
However did you know that?
Oh, well, you see, I didn't. I was just hoping you'd fall for it and that you would think that well, I mean, if I could tell that, and just that, I mean, wow.
Gee, for a second I was impressed. Well, you guys, why don't you say we all go across the street and have ourselves one slobber knocker of a wake for the late, if less than great Miss Jessica Cranshaw. Come on, guys, drink your
Wait, just a minute.
What?
Well, I'm sorry, but this theater is quarantined and, none of you can leave.
Are you?
No, listen. The entire cast and crew will be living right here in the theater until further notice. Emergency services will bring pots and meats.
Excuse me, but speaking for the talented members of this cast, we are all entitled to a day off.
All the talented members, and even you, Elaine.
Now listen, and tell me if I'm wrong here, but to the best of my recollection, Jessica Cranshaw was murdered in the last few minutes of the evening's performance, in which she never left the stage, which could only lead to the fact that she was murdered by one of you.
I bet you did.
Now, I can't afford to have you all followed around the clock, so I'll just have to keep you under lock and key until I can solve this crime.
Boy, you're taking the law into your own hands, Choppy.
Well, I mean, that's sort of what I'm paid to do. I mean, it's why I have a badge and my own gun and...
Okay.
Well, anyways, being sequestered here will help you folks on fixing the show.
Wait. Fixing?
Who's that?
Sounds like my husband, on his best behavior. I guess he left New York. Lucky New York.
Well, isn't this you all waited up on me?
Hi, sir.
Sydney, it's been a god-awful night.
I hear you, Chris.
And I'm turning in my resignation.
And I can't hear you, Chris. How are you holding up, Oscar?
Oh, can't complain.
That's right, you can't.
Hi, Sydney.
Well, hello.
It's me, your stepdaughter.
Oh, sorry about that, Fawn.
It's Bambi.
And lastly, my junior partner and lesser half, Mrs. B.
All right, let's get this over with, Sydney.
What, you expect me to be upset? I left you in charge of opening night, and I returned to find a murdered leading lady, deadly reviews, and a bunch of cops coming at him leaving the theater.
I'm afraid you arrived at just the wrong time for you, and just the right time for me, Mr. Bernstein.
Excuse me?
Oh, Lieutenant Franchot. Now listen, folks, I'd like you all to go about your daily duties as if this weren't a scene of homicide. Detective McNichol is waiting downstairs for your pertinent information. I want each of you to give him a name, address, and 8x10 glossy, and I'll be wanting to speak to all of you in the morning. Pleasant dreams, everyone.
Pleasant dreams to you, too.
Lieutenant, I'll have you know I can't be I was in Manhattan when he was murdered.
Well, can you prove that?
It so happens I was keeping company with a young actress I happened to see on set and place. If I told you her name, it would ruin her reputation.
Your chivalry is touchingly convenient.
I'll have you know, I have many influential friends in New York.
It's just too bad you're in Boston then.
Where's my mother?
Where is Mama? Will you be needing me any further, Lieutenant?
No. But I do have some questions for your boyfriend.
Oh, I don't have a boyfriend.
My God. Well, actually, I'd like to take you in my confidence regarding the investigation.
And why is that, Lieutenant?
Well, because if I don't, there's really no reason for us to keep talking.
Well, then take me into your confidence with confidence, Lieutenant.
You know, something's not right here. I just met an opening night cast who is extremely eager to close.
Well, I understand what they might feel. They've all left hit Broadway musicals just to come work up here in Boston. And I've never performed outside of the city. Babies had to fight her mother the whole way just to be in the chorus. And well, the rest of the cast, they're overworked and underpaid. Though surely not enough to drive any of them to murder.
Keep in mind I'm within an arm's reach at any hour of the day or night.
You think I'm in some kind of danger?
No. That was a completely unrelated thought.
You live with danger on a daily basis, don't you?
Oh, most of the time it's just paperwork and procedure. Detectives have no opening night, Miss Harris. They make their entrance after the curtain has fallen on someone else's life.
It's like a calling, isn't it? Like a doctor or a teacher?
Or an actor.
Oh, I suppose. I can't imagine doing anything else with my life. It's not wrong to be married to one's work, is it?
No. Not at all. Sometimes it's no honeymoon. I love my job. I really do. And if I say so myself, I'm good at it too. I catch the bad guy.